Board Bia, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.
A few weeks ago, we featured a story on Homegrown around plant health in Ireland and the national response that was triggered by the oak processionary moth outbreak. So for this story, I want to look at the work that the department are doing in order to secure our borders and how they are safeguarding our island against plant pests and diseases at our entry points into the country. Dublin is the vibrant capital city of Ireland. It's a thriving centre of hustle and bustle of daily life, but it's also an entry point into the EU and the country through Dublin Port, Dublin Airport and the Dublin Mail Centre. These are some of the busiest entry points into the country, and I'm excited to get behind the scenes to see the crucial work that's being carried out at our borders to prevent plant pest and disease entering the country. Dublin Port is a major entry point for goods and passengers into Ireland. It is a front line in the fight against pests and diseases, which potentially threaten our biosecurity and horticulture sector. And it is here that the Department of Agriculture, Food and the Marine performs biosecurity measures on a huge volume of trade to ensure that it meets stringent EU and national regulations on anything to be imported into the country. I've been given rare access to the Border Control Unit here at Terminal 9, and Jamie's going to talk me through the whole inspection process. So what exactly are you looking for?
So we're looking for the presence or sign of infestation of any plant pests or diseases.
And what else are you checking?
So we're checking for a documentary check, an identity check and a physical check. And if we find something in the physical check, we will send a sample to the labs to confirm the presence or absence of pest or disease.
And what potentially could you find here?
Occasionally we do find outbreaks that are not native to Ireland. Recently we found a potato tuber moth, which is non-native and could potentially have a devastating impact on the Irish potatoes.
Hundreds of containers in Dublin Port are checked weekly. Trained inspectors are responsible for searching for specific pests and diseases. Their work is constant, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, in an effort to protect our borders. Meanwhile, at Dublin Airport, the battle continues. Here, plant health isn't just about cargo. It's also about passengers and what may be in their luggage.
We're here to intercept any plants, fruits or seeds that may harbour a risk to our biosecurity.
And are there any recent examples of this?
So there is an example in another member state where a passenger brought home a plant with them from South America and had a disease in it called Xylella fastidiosa. While Xylella is relatively harmless within its native South America, it had detrimental effects on the olive industry within that third country. It kills olive trees that have been in families for generations.
That's phenomenal. So just one plant brought home and planted in someone's back garden.
Yeah, so that's the risk that we're facing. It may look like an innocent plant to you when you're deciding to purchase it, but it may contain a disease like Xylella, and it can have devastating consequences in its new environment.
Airport border control officers use advanced technologies and keen observation to detect potential threats. From X-ray scanners to manual inspections, every precaution is taken. On top of thousands of checks of containers and personal luggage at the port and airport, the Department of Agriculture, Food and Marine also perform checks on thousands of parcels and packages sent through the mail. This is yet another entry point into the country, so this also needs monitoring.
Anything that's coming into the postal services, it can come through both port and airport, so we have inspectors there checking manifests on a daily basis, trying to flag items that are potential risk, and we're then inspecting them in the mail centres and removing any items that may pose a risk.
Education and awareness are key components of effective biosecurity. Training sessions and public awareness campaigns ensure that everyone, from port workers to everyday citizens, understand their role in protecting Ireland's plant health and borders.
So what we're doing here is trying to minimise as much as possible, but the only way that we can guarantee our national biosecurity safety is having the public being aware of the risk, the potential risk of bringing home fruits and seeds and plants for planting with them from abroad. So our message to the public is, please do not bring plants and seeds back with you from abroad. Buy them from a local garden centre or nursery.
For more information on how you can help protect Ireland's plant health, visit the Department of Agriculture's website, gov.ie/agriculture, and report any suspicious sightings.
Bord Bia, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.